Welcome back. We are on episode 11. We just finished clearing out the Garden of the Gods, and we are about to zone back into downtown Colorado Springs. We'll look at some NPC dialogue and then take Lucia back to Ranger HQ and respec her.
You let Isaac live? After he gave aid and comfort to the enemies of the Patriarch, after he helped them kill my family, you let him live? Why arrest him when you killed all those others? What made him special? I'll be the keeper of my own conscience, thank you. I am a grown woman. You have no right to make these decisions for me. Forgive me. I appreciate the thought. This is just difficult. I suppose you're right, though. It is better not to have such a thing weighing on my soul. But the people who are truly responsible, Nelius Dorsey and Liberty Buchanan, I will bring justice to their doors. Will you help me find them? You can count on my guns every step of the way. Of course. Good. You've got yourselves a bargain, Rangers. We should go after Nelius Dorsey first. Isaac said he headed west into the mountains. No doubt he plans to hole up at one of the old resorts from before the bombs fell. I don't think we're ready to face him yet, though. Nelius will be dug in, I expect, and he'll have all his best people with him. He only left behind the expendables in the garden.
I thought she said she was gonna follow orders, not give them.
For now, we should head back to the sheriff.
Good job clearing out those sons of bitches. I'd help. When the sheriff tells you to man a spot, you man the spot.
How's the family?
Shut your hole. I knew you slept with my wife.
Hey, slow down. I didn't, I swear. I, got bedroom issues. The flagpole don't stand, you know?
Really? Sorry, man. Then who the hell was that in my house?
Clocks, clothes, clowns. Oh, not one book on clones?
Books for sale! All the classics. Bonfire of the Vanities. Bright Lights, Big City. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus. A personal favorite. Who moved my cheese? Pelican Brief. Cujo. Hollywood Wives. Clan of the Cave Bear. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. The Bridges of Madison County. Programming Pearl for Dummies. Books for sale.
I loved this job.
Stupid! Stupid! Bet this is all Joe's fault.
I loved this job. I
loved this job. Bet this is all Joe's fault. All I did was ask a few questions. Who? Junko Murayama, sculptor, roboticist, amateur historian, and former curator of the Colorado Springs Museum of History. Can you believe it? I really fixed up that museum. Before me, just a bunch of dirty old trash we had to go look at 5 times a year in school. I brought the place into the 22nd century, scavenged some old robot parts to rebuild the animatronics, remade all the replicas from scratch, cleaned all the blood off the scar collector weapons. Good stuff. Officially, because of the Dorsey raid. But I think they didn't like the questions I was asking about the Patriarch's history while I was renovating the exhibits. I mean, why else would they tell me they'll be hiring a new curator? What's that got to do with the raid? I don't even know. I sent Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's private secretary, a list of questions about the Dorsey family and the routing of the Plains gangs. Just trying to clear up a few weird discrepancies, you know? Well, he doesn't get back to me, and then the raid happens, and I'm out on my ass with no explanation. That's weird, right? Heck yeah, I am. It was a real sight to behold before they shut it down. Animatronic exhibits portraying our great history, true relics of our struggle to survive, displayed for all to see. Authentic handmade replicas of lost treasures. Just some real A-plus quality work, if I do say so myself. The marshals have the front boarded up, but there's a side entrance you might be able to open. It's never guarded, but they keep it locked. You didn't hear that from me.
Okay, don't select this option yet. There's some more dialogue that she has once you go and clear the museum.
Stay warm.
City's really humming again, huh?
It's great to see.
Just wish they'd rebuild my house.
Do you think they'll ever let us live in Broadmoor? My business is doing pretty good these days.
Not a chance, buddy. Chaff like us don't get to live with the wheat.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much money you got. If you don't have 100 families' blood, you're down here with the rest of us.
These are the 3 worst placed NPCs in any game I've ever seen. Every time you walk by these guys on a new zone or reload, they say that same phrase over and over and over again. So the way to get around listening to that over and over again is, if you're trying to go out of this zone from this end, you click way over here. Why is it not working? Come here. Okay. And they skirt this edge and avoid that conversation point. But anyway, we're gonna go up here and trigger something. So we should hear our first conversation, radio transmission from Rosie Wong. Here.
This is Corporal Gonzalez at Ranger Command. Who am I speaking with?
This is Rosie Wong at the Sands Lux Apartments. The tap water's brown again.
That's not really our department, Ms. Wong. Can I,
Then you go arrest whose department it is. I'm trying to run a business here. My tenants have a right to clean water. like a rawr, rawr. Oh, no, actually, it's more like a rawr, rawr.
Ms. Wong, I have another call. If you can just hang on.
Yeah? This is the Sans Lux Apartments? Who's there? Fucking kids.
I'll tell you what, whoever did the voice acting for Rosie Wong, dead on. One of the better voice acted characters in this game. Oh, we forgot some loot. Oh, look at that. We got any more loot over here? Alright.
Hello? Hello? There's something wrong with my cat's poop!
Hello, Ms. Wong. Good to hear your voice.
Is it just me, or are the marshals cracking down on folks harder than before the Dorseys attacked?
Ixnay on the Arshals May.
They've been real assholes. I mean, they threw my brother up against the wall just for spitting on the ground.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! Welcome to the shop, friends. Thank you again for your help. Can't tell you how much it means to us. Thank you again for your help. Can't tell you how much it means to us. We'll be forever grateful to you folks. Welcome to the shop, friends. Welcome to the shop, friends. We'll be forever grateful to you folks. Welcome to the shop, friends. Thank you again for your help. Can't tell you how much it means to us.
Look, Martha, it's our friends who helped us save the shop. What can I do for you? We've got some discounts with your name on them. Hardly a crossword between us. Been making clothes and adornments for the 100 families for 30 years. Most of them won't buy from anybody else. Of course, we sell to regular folks, too. Plenty of less expensive items in stock. Repurposed or restored garments, mostly.
So we have some costumes here. And he does sell some of these armor modding items that you cannot craft on your own, like this ablative spray. So at some point you'll want to pick some of these up when you start modding armor. Alright, so here's the traveling busker, and he basically sings a song about Wasteland 1 and Wasteland 2. Depending on who's in your party, there are different, people will sing along. So far what I've found is if you have Jody Bell in your party, she will sing along with the busker. If you have Scotchmo in your party, he'll sing along with the busker. And if you have Scotchmo and Jody Bell in, they'll sing together with the busker, and it's kind of hilarious. I don't know if there's any other interactions like that, but and it's a rather long song. You know, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 minutes long. But if you can hear it, it's kind of low volume. But if you can understand it, you can kind of get the backstory of Wasteland 1 and 2. They should have increased the volume on it. It's not, it's just too low. Alright, so we're still full health, so we don't need to see Doc Parker yet. So now we can take off and get us a brand new Lucia. And we should have enough money by what we've picked up so far to cover the cost of retraining her. We'll stop by the brig, pick up some conversation points there. No, we won't stop by the brig yet. We'll wait for that.
Hey, November. Got a delivery for you.
And that's why we did not take the delivery first, so you can see that line there.
Rangers, good to see you. Diligent Joe came by with the supplies you asked for. Should help us get on our feet.
So 3 frag grenades, 3 smoke grenades, and 3 gas grenades. So that's easily the best option when we selected earlier on what we wanted him to give us.
Sure thing. Let's have a look.
$350 to retrain. So the first one was
There
200.
you go. Anything else?
The second one was $350.
I'll be here.
And that leaves us at 151. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and toss a hard save here. Lucia, respec. And now let's take a look at Lucia. We have some armor. Let's get rid of that. Okay, like all the other characters, 10 is OP, int. We'll end up getting her strength up a little bit more for some armor, but we'll get her. We actually do not need to max out her coordination. We will eventually, I think, but we can get it up to 8, and then we'll work on other things. Because what we want from her is strike rate. She's going to be the killer of the group. Alright, so she's going to be our animal whisperer. Alright, so she's going to be the one that we use to pass animal whispering checks. So first we're going to go up to 7. Yeah. And get Vengeful Bond, which is really, really powerful if your animal companion drops to that con percentage. And I believe there's even a slight bug with it that if the companion dies, you continue to have that buff until you reload or quit the game. So I'm not 100% sure whether or not that's the case, but I think it is. So, now, she's also going to be the main leader of the group, because she's the one that's going to be getting most of the kills, so we'll be giving her leadership as well. So right now we're going to go ahead and give her the small arms and leadership. So small arms and leadership. Let's go ahead and get 3 leadership and rest in small arms. We'll eventually get her to Animal Whisperer 8. We'll get her to at least Leadership 8. When we are able to convert weapons to different types of damage, we'll actually max her out on explosives. We'll get her survival up to 6 for Big Game Hunter, mechanics up to 3 for structural weakness, and we're going to get some weird science later on for other things. But right now, the main focus is going to be small arms and leadership. So we spin our perk already. And Lucia is ready to go. Alright. Now, back to downtown Colorado Springs. Now, before we go and talk to Sheriff Daisy, we're going to go into Little Vegas and see what that zone is like default before Sheriff Daisy actually sends us in there to talk to anybody. But first, we are going to stop by the museum now and basically clear that out. The reason I wanted to wait on that is because I wanted to respec Lucia to get Animal Whispering 1, which is going to be needed.
Maybe I'll join the marshals. I do like roughing people up.
You'd get drummed out in a second, you crackpot.
I'm sure they could use my help. I even got my own blackjack.
These two NPCs are another poorly placed set. I mean, every time you walk by here, and you walk by here tons of times, and you hear those two same conversation point over and over and over. The programmer should have put these type of things out of the way to where I had to go to it to hear it, as opposed to me hearing it every time I walk by. Stupidity.
Man followed me home today. I'm sure of it.
Yes, Miss Wong. Do you have a description?
Description? I can give you his name. It's Mr. Powell in apartment 21.
I love Rosie Wong.
Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
Yeah, this whole place is a gloss. But who wants to hear all the ugly details?
Alright, there's another cassette in here that sometimes when you loot it, it doesn't actually start playing like it's supposed to.
Greetings, visitors. My name is Junko Murayama, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Saul Buchanan Colorado Heritage Museum. You're about to embark on a journey through history as we share with you the people and events that made Colorado what it is today. Our new and improved animatronic exhibits will bring history to life as you learn about the rise of the Patriarch, the unification of the 100 families, and their battles against the Monster Army and the Plains Gangs. The staff of the Colorado Heritage Museum asks that you do not interact with the exhibits. Ready? Let's go!
So this is an interesting weapon to have. And we'll put it on Marshal Quad for the time being.
Why, hello there. My name's Old Baldy, and this here is the Saul Buchanan, Colorado Heritage Museum, or, as I like to call it, home. Me and my friends here are dedicated, telling the story of old Saul Buchanan and the refounding of the great state of Colorado, which is just the first step in Saul's plan to bring back the good old United States of America. Now, just stroll from stage to stage, and we'll tell you the story along the way. It's as simple as that. Any questions before you go? Well, I don't want to spoil the show, but it begins with Saul's humble start in this very town, and it follows the trials and tribulations he faced uniting the 100 families, defeating the monster army, and bringing peace and security to Colorado. And, in case you were worried, it's suitable for children of all ages. Stop! Step back! It is against museum rules to fondle the displays. Saul Buchanan is far too modest for such egotistical shenanigans. No, sir. It was the 100 families who built this place as a gracious thank you to the patriarch for all he's done for them. Look just like my picture, don't I? Now, wait a minute. Let me give you my good side. There you go. I gotta admit, though, I'm looking better than I was. Life's been pretty tough on old Baldy since the world went to pot. Lost a lot of feathers. But now that Patriarch Buchanan's rebuilding America, I'm starting to feel like my old self again. Great! Then on with the show! Youngest son of the Buchanan clan. Brave survivors of the fall of man. Baby Saul grew straight like a tree. Could swing a sledgehammer before he was 3. Learned to read and write before he could walk. Finished all his schooling before he could talk. Showed all his teachers a thing or two when he taught them that a fact didn't have to be true. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man! The strongest of men! You can say that again.
The 100 families came to CEO Springs, and all fell to fighting over frivolous things, till Saul raised their heads to the circling wings of the vultures who were waiting to dine like kings. He said that the only way to save the land was to bury the hatchet and all shake hands, so they signed the treaty in a single day and begged him to lead them and show them the way. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man! The truest of men. You could say that again. With the families behind him, Saul went to war and fought all the monsters of Satan's bazaar. He lined them all up and he cut them all down till Flab the inhaler surrendered his crown. Buchanan spared Flab and made him a deal. If your boys work for me, they'll never miss a meal. Flab signed up on the dotted line. Now his monsters keep us safe in the evening time. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man! The truest of men. You could say that again. Then came the gangs of the eastern plains, hoping to rob us of our worldly gains. Old Saul saw him coming and he rolled up his sleeves. He said, "You're all nothing but a pack of thieves." Strong as an ox at 10. He faced down the savages again and again, then drove them back to the desolate east and secured for Colorado an endless peace. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again. Well, the Dorseys thought they had a better idea. Believed they could rule by murder and fear. Tried to steal Colorado from our patriarch, but old Saul proved his bite was worse than his bark. Drove out the Dorseys and gave their land to the poor and the needy and the Indians. No mercy for the merciless was his stand, so he hunted the Dorseys to the very last man. Is Buchanan a man? Oh boy, what a man. The truest of men. You could say that again.
I'm surprised they didn't have Lucia sing along with some of those. Overall in here, voice acting was terrific. Old Baldy was great. Even the little songs were decent. Yeah, whoever did Old Baldy did a really good job.
Someone stole 2 of my cats! Poppy and Zool! I can't find them anywhere. You gotta... Oh, wait, there they are. Hello, you naughty little fluffkins. You gave Mommy a scare. Yes, you did.
Goodbye, Miss Wong.
Okay, so that's the last radio communication from Mrs. Wong. She'll start repeating that line over and over again. Alright, so now we're going to go back into the Garden of the Gods and pick up our cyborg chicken that we left behind. And once we pick him up, we'll take him back to Ranger HQ, drop him off in the pen, and then we will come back here and set up in Little Vegas. Right outside of Little Vegas, and we'll end the episode at that point.
Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her ability?
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, come on, man. You can't leave me wondering.
It was an old security drone. Its timing belt broke, so it vibrates real fast.
Wow.
Yeah, it's another poorly placed NPC set. Alright, so now we can talk to Junko again, since we've already been into the museum.
If you're here to visit the museum, sorry, it's closed. Might as well move on. Oh yeah? What'd you think? Right? Thank you. Nice to be appreciated. I mean, I didn't do it for the praise, but if you want to keep on, I'm way into that. That's rad. Heck yes! Thank you! You won't regret this. You're over at the old airbase, right? I've read all about that place. I'll see you back at your HQ. Gonna head to the old airbase as soon as I get my stuff together. Thanks again, Rangers.
I was talking to Diligent Joe the other day, and he said that he might be opening up some real estate in Broadmoor.
Yeah, for the words of the Reyes's to buy up and turn into playpens.
Seriously. Why would you even want to live with a bunch of uptight muckaties?
God, that set pisses me off so much. It's like they went out of their way to figure out the worst possible positions for some of these NPCs just to annoy you through the entire game.
Been to the bazaar yet? I hear they got everything money can buy. Guessing it's gonna be tough getting that Valor kid out of Denver in one piece. But it's gotta be done. Here to serve. Stay sharp. Rangers. The food you're feeding us is gonna cause a mutiny. I'd hire a cook if I was you. You think that chicken is edible? Or will we be picking wires out of our teeth? Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Here to serve. Keeping the refugees here is just temporary, right?
We have a delivery. Some costumes. Drop off our cyborg chicken. Actually, now that I'm thinking about that, I don't think I have the dialogue from the previous chicken. So let us reload this and see if we can get that first. Because you do have unique dialogue for each chicken. So we'll leave Lucia here. So Lucia did not pick it up. Okay. Okay, so what I've learned here in Wasteland is usually they put things in groups of 4. So usually there's at least 4 unique dialogues in most instances. Alright, so now we'll come back here and drop off our second chicken. There he is, and then we will go back and talk to our chickens. Okay, so that's likely all the information that we're going to get from there.
Hi, I'm Austin. I'm new.
Welcome aboard. Where are you from?
Oh, around.
Yeah, me too. We all are here.
So there's Austin, after we saved him from the pillory.
Hello, Rangers. Permission to speak? Oh. Okay, then. Welcome back, Rangers. Can I speak to you now? I just wanted to say thank you again for saving my life. If you hadn't talked to Judge Watkins, well, I wouldn't be here, and I'm really happy to be here. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Oh, and, Mom thanks you too.
So this is just the most idiotic placement for Austin Pease, because these two guys here have random lines, and when Austin speaks his random lines, it's the default voice actor, not Austin, the person that actually voice acted Austin. So his voice isn't the same. They should have put Austin someplace else that didn't have default lines that he says. Yeah, it's just an oversight. It shouldn't have been done that way. Or they should have had him voice act out those lines so that he had his individual voice for the lines.
What if we had animatronic displays, like in the Patriarch's Museum in downtown?
Isn't that how you get, robots?
Robots are autonomous. Animatronics are just machines.
I don't know what those words mean, but I'd still shoot first and ask questions later.
Okay, maybe not. Hey, Rangers! Hope you like what I've done with the space. Keep letting me know what you've done, and I'll keep creating displays that memorialize the history you're making. Keep letting me know what you've done, and I'll keep creating displays that memorialize the history you're making.
That Valor kid doesn't sound much more stable than his brother. That kid Victory sounds like a bad apple. Here to serve. Stay sharp. Stay sharp. Rangers, here to serve.
Robot mascots of pre-war PSAs, Peek and Poke were meant to show the right and wrong ways of preparing for the end of the world. Each vignette humorously contrasted Noble Peek's forethought and generosity and Poke's short-sightedness and greed. Since the deluge, the billboards have been often modified by survivalists who change the art and the message to suit the times, resulting in a darker humor than the original creators ever intended.
No, earlier we ended up getting a crafting component in the museum. The reason that you can see these names is because on a previous playthrough I crafted them. Normally, you would not know the names of these until you actually got the components to make the craft.
Seven A.
7A, check.
13C.
Uh-huh, 13C.
1B.
1B, got it.
2B.
I'm not seeing 2B.
Are you sure?
Found it. Sorry, 2B.
Good. Okay. 4A.
Yep, 4A.
We're all grateful that you took us in, Rangers.
Okay, right now we're not going to go into the brig. I want to wait until we get the person that actually runs the brig before we go down there and look at Isaac and the Dorseys. So, okay, let's go ahead and look at the costumes. So again, you can only put the costumes on custom Rangers. And that's the sniper right now, so let's make the sniper look like one of the costumes. Okay. The homemade costume, a wizard's tunic. Wizard's leggings. Confirm. Take off the armor. Yeah. And mix. Okay, I just love that. I don't want to replace it, but let's go ahead and look at Knight's leggings, Knight's breastplate, and firm. It's not terrible. But if you compare the scrap armor, I mean, just the scrap armor looks so much better. But we'll go ahead with the knight. So the knight and the wizard. Alright.
Time to make this place shine. Grab a mop and let's get to work.
A mop? I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger who was assigned to me. Get going.
Join the Rangers, they said. Life of adventure, they said. Nuts.
So, no idea what that radio transmission is about. probably something to do from the synths. I'm assuming someone online has probably decoded it. If maybe I'll look it up after this episode. Alright, so now we're going back to downtown Colorado Springs. And again, we're not going to complete the quest. We're not going to see Sheriff Daisy yet. We are going to sit up outside of Little Vegas and end the episode there. And then next episode we'll deal with the default state of Little Vegas.
Hey, did you ask your wife about your concerns about her fidelity?
I don't want to talk about it.
Come on, man. You can't leave me wondering.
It was an old security drone. Its timing belt broke, so it vibrates real fast.
Wow.
Alright guys, this will be the end of this episode, and like I said, we'll be doing default Little Vegas on the next one. Later.